What is your job title?
Avery.
Financial specialist.
And as part of your job duties, do you have access and information from employers regarding our customers' wages?
Yes.
Gross.
And do you have that information? What is your job for Mr. Everett?
Financial specialist. Yes, I do.
And as part of your job duties, do you have access and information from employers regarding our customers' wages?
25. Yes.
Whoa.
And do you
Let's
have
be
that
honest about it, Mr. Everett.
information
I mean, you
for Mr.
testified
Everett?
that you make $3,500 over 2 weeks.
And so
but
what
your
was his
employer
monthly
told the
gross?
state of Texas that you made over
Monthly gross
$145,000
is $12,133.
That's a lot more than
25.
That's a lot more than 3,500. Let's be honest about it, Mr. That's not what you said before. You testified you said $3,500 over 2 weeks. Child support. But your employer told the state of Texas that you made over $145,000 last year.
We did talk about she was going to waive the back child support for whatever reason. She done changed her mind.
That's not what you said before. Before you said
condition.
You didn't want back child support.
She done waived it. She done said she wants the back child support. I don't. God forbid what that's going to be. In regards to that. But anyway, we did talk about she was going to waive the back child support for whatever reason. She done changed her mind. And I disagree with the fact living. I disagree with the fact that she done waived it. She done said she wants the back child support. I don't. God forbid what that's going to be. But anyway.
I have, and then I have not moved.
Has already moved.
That's a pretty simple question,
and I disagree.
And it only requires a yes or no.
I disagree with the fact that she's already.
I need to get this addressed right now. Is that true, Ms. Randall? You don't get to have all of it. You don't get to live where you want to live in violations of the laws of this county. Pretty simple question that I only requires that I'm the judge and I'm one of the judges. Do you or do you then live in move off somewhere else and hope that I'm going to continue? You don't get to have all of Mr. Everett for max child support. You don't get to live where you want to live in violations of the laws of this county. Truth and nothing but that I practice and that I'm the judge. That I'm one of the judges. I've just placed on the screen a copy of the alleged move off somewhere else and hope that I'm going to continue. Is it okay if I see for max child support and max retroactive child support? You can't have both. A is admitted in evidence. What I've just done. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Okay.
You know how many other
Mr. Everett, I've just placed on the screen a copy of the alleged DNA test results in regards to the child journey. Is it okay if I see these results?
Maybe 2, because I don't. It's some stuff that I don't know. So he is the father.
Now, are you asking for
back child support? That's what the DNA test results show. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You know how many other children he may have under the age of 18
don't want to do the back child support
Journey?
Because he said he cannot afford if I'm the back child. Maybe 2, because I don't. It's some stuff that I don't know. So maybe 2.
Where do you work? Now, are you asking for back child support?
I work with Indorama Ventures.
No.
And how?
Don't want to do the back child support because he said he cannot afford to do the back child.
How long have you worked there? Okay.
Bendron Avery, brought it 4.5 years, something like that.
And
I worked with Indorama.
How much do you make an hour? And how long do you work there?
$3,500. Ma'am, I didn't hear you. Gross.
How long have you worked there? And does that include your overtime?
4.5 years. I don't have any over. That's straight 40-hour weeks. I work from 6:30 to 3.
How much do you make an hour? Okay, and you don't make any overtime.
3,500. We made overtime. We had it freeze, and we have the plant was down. The
does that include your overtime?
Explained to me that she got me down for making $6,000. I don't have any over. That's straight. The God 40-hour week, 6 hours. I mean, 6:30 to $12,000 every day. I wish I was making $12,000.
Okay, and you don't make any
overtime. I can get a letter from my we made overtime. We are not operators. We have the plant was down. The lady, I have explained to me that she got me down for making $6,000 a month. We don't work 12-hour days like the operators do out here. $12,000 a month. Operators, I wish I was making $12,000 overtime and all that because they don't. And I can get a letter from my employer, and the only time we do get over, we are not operators. I'm just if like this freeze happened, craftsmen, all hands on deck to get this plant back up and running. And I showed 33. We don't work 12-hour days like the operators do our money. That operators are the ones that get that all the overtime and all that because they don't.
Do you have medical insurance?
We only work from 6:30 to 3 And only time we do get over one of our plant clean
How
out,
much
all my
would-
kids,
How much
like
would
this
that
freeze
cost
happened.
for you to add the
We
child to your
all hands
insurance?
was on deck to get this plant back up and running. And I showed Daisy. I'm not sure. I'm paying where I had made a decent amount of money right now. I'm not sure how much. $350 to $300 right now.
Do you have medical insurance available for this child? A month?
I don't think it is. That was one of our.
How much would that cost
They
for
take
you
that
to
out.
add
They
the
take
child to your insurance?
right at $300 every paycheck out my check. I'm not sure. I'm paying like
and how often
the medical $350 right now. I'm not sure how much
you
would
get
it be.
paid?
$350 to $300 right now. Bi-weekly. I get
And is that
twice a month.
And how many
I don't think
are on that
I don't think
insurance?
that would be like they take that out. They take right at $300 every paycheck out my checks. On eight of my kids, they are over 8. I mean, I got
how often do you get paid?
That's under 8. That's bi-weekly. I get 12 and twice a month.
And how many other people are on that
my
insurance?
18-year-old, and I got my 17-year-old, and I got it'll be 16-year-old on my insurance, and myself. 8 of my other kids, they are over 8. I mean, I got that's about 7 of my 7. That's under 8. That's 12 and 13.
So 8 total.
I got my 18-year-old,
and I got how many of those 8 are under the age of 18?
It'll be 16-year-old on my insurance, and myself. Not including my wife. What is it? It's about 7 of us, and my.
How many
and my wife.
children do you have under the age of 18 total that are not included in this order? And how many of those 8 are under the age of 18?
Children.
And all of those are under the age of 18?
Yes, including Journey. Yes, not including my wife.
Okay, but I was asking that aren't in this order. So how many in this order you have under the age of 18 that are not included?
Not in this order. There's 6 children.
And all of those are under the age of 18? Okay. So you have 5 children,
yes, including Journey, yes.
Not including Journey, that are under the age of 18. I was asking that aren't in this order. So not in this order, you have 7 other.
Not.
And
not in this order.
Do all of those children live with you?
There's 2 of them do. 3, 4, 5 kids. The rest, the other 2, they
so you have
sometimes
5 children,
they visit
not
me
including Journey, that are under the age of 18
down here.
Okay, so 2 children live with you, and then you have 3 others. Are you ordered by the court to pay child support for those? Do all of those children live with you?
Yes, 2 of them do.
And then
the rest, the other 2, they sometimes they visit me at my apartment. And,
Your Honor, I don't have anything further. Okay, so Randall, 2 children live with you, and then you have 3 others. Are you ordered by the court to pay child support for those other 3? Ms. Finch, can you state your name, please?
Sabrina Finch.
Yes. And you work for the Office of the Attorney General?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long have you worked for them?
A couple of years.
Your Honor, I don't have anything further of Mr. Randall.
Financial specialist.
I'd like to call Ms. And as part of your job duties, do you have access and information? Can you state your name, please? From employers regarding our customers' wages. You work for the Office of the Attorney, and do you have that information? How long have you worked for Mr. Everett?
A couple of years. Yes, I do.
And what is your job title?
Financial specialist.
What quarters have you looked at? And as part of your job duties, do you have
first quarter of 2021, fourth quarter of 2020,
from
third quarter of
regarding our
2020,
customers'
and
wages?
second quarter of 2020? Yes. 12 months.
And do you have the second information 2020 for Mr. Everett? How much did he make?
Yes, I do. He made
and
$34,633.
What quarters have you looked at for his wages?
$38,633. First quarter of 2021, fourth quarter of 2020. No. Third quarter of 20. For that quarter, second quarter of 2020. I'm sorry, 12 months.
No, I just heard 3
different
different
in the
figures.
second quarter.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying
How
to
much did he make?
think. He made for the second quarter of 2020. He made $34,822. $38,633.50.
And for the third quarter of 2020,
No.
how much did he make?
I need Miss Finch.
For that quarter, $40,563.71.
I just heard 3 different figures.
And for the
No, I'm sorry. I was trying
quarter
to.
of 2020, how much did he make?
For the second quarter of 2020, he made $34,822.58.
And the first quarter of 2021, and for the third quarter of 2020, how much did he make?
$38,058.26.
And so what was his total gross for the
$40,563.71.
last 12 months? And for the fourth quarter of 2020, how much
Total
did he make?
gross was $31,356.36.
And the first quarter of 2021, how much did he make?
$38,858.26.
And so what was his total gross for the last 12 months?
Total gross was just to round it off, it was $145,599.
And so what was his monthly gross?
Monthly gross is $12,133.25.
And so
just to round it off, it was $145,599.
Maximum net of $9,200.
Yes, the net was
and so what was his monthly gross?
$8,911.69. Monthly gross is
so it's under
$12,133.25.
Were you able to determine and so would the child support would net fall under the, did you know how many other children maximum net of 9,200?
Well, when I spoke with Mr. Everett, the impression that I received was that $8,911. 3 children on another case, but one of those children had
under the 9,200
on his other child support case.
Were you able?
And then the 2 children that are in the home with him, I was under the impression that those were stepchildren. I didn't calculate those.
Did you know how many other children he had?
I was under the impression that those when I spoke with Mr. Everett, the impression that I received was that he had 3 children on another case, but one of those children had emancipations on his other health insurance. He wasn't able to tell me home with him. I was under the impression he actually indicated he had 9 people on there, and those child would be the 10th.
Okay.
I was under the impression that those weren't his biological children. So I wasn't able to calculate the insurance, but based on our discussion, I came back with a monthly amount of $1,420 on the health insurance. He wasn't able to tell me
I have nothing
how
further
much he was paying.
Your Honor.
He actually
I would like
indicated he had 9 people on there,
Mr.
and this
Everett to ask
child
him
would be the
about
10th.
whether or not those children are his or their stepchildren.
So I wasn't able to calculate the
Mr.
insurance,
Avery,
but based on our discussion,
are the children living in your home your biological children?
$1,425.87.
Yes, ma'am. They're my biological children.
Thank you. I have nothing further of this witness, Your Honor. I would like to call, and then your 3 children in your other order, is one of those children already 18? Stepchildren?
Yes, ma'am. He just turned 18
Mr.
this year.
Everett? Okay. Are the children living in your other children that are not living with you?
Yes,
that are
ma'am. They're my
under the age of
biological
18?
children.
Okay, they're not
Yes,
stepchildren.
ma'am.
So a total of 4.
No, ma'am.
And then your 3 children in your other order, is one of those children already 18? Your Honor, I have nothing
Yes,
further.
ma'am. He just turned 18 this year.
Okay, so you just have 2 other children that are not living with you, that are under the age of 18?
Yes, ma'am.
So a total of 4.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Call your next witness.
Your Honor, I have nothing further. I have no further witnesses, Your Honor.
I have a question.
I'll get right to you, Miss Randall. Let me ask some questions first, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Everett, can you hear me? Call your next witness.
I have no further witnesses, Your Honor.
Mr. Everett, when Miss Finch testified, she seemed to indicate that the 2 children that are living with you in your apartment were your stepchildren. Why do you think she would come up with that?
I guess you must have misunderstood what I was saying.
All right. So those 2 children that are in your apartment, when Miss Finch testified, she seemed to indicate that the 2 children that are living with you in your apartment were your stepchildren. Why do you think she would come up with that?
Lives with me.
All right. And where is the mother of those 2 children?
Misunderstood what I was saying.
All right.
In Louisiana.
So those 2 children that are in your apartment, those that live with you, those are your biological children. Is that correct?
Yes, I got 2 biological children.
So they're there in the apartment by themselves during the day while you're working? Where's the mother of those 2 children?
No, they're with their mother.
Oh, but their mother's in Louisiana. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how old are those children?
12 and 13.
Huh. So they're there in the apartment by themselves during the day while you're working?
No, they're with their mother.
So, Mr. Averett, you said their mother's in Louisiana. That you make
yes.
Okay. Your gross is $3,500 every 2 weeks. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Huh. But you do make a lot more than that because of whatever additional circumstances you get paid for from your company, right? So, Mr. Averett, you said that
that's like catastrophic things go on in the area. Tornadoes,
gross is $3,500 every 2 weeks. Well, I mean, let's be honest about it, Mr. Averett. I mean, you testified, but you do make a lot more than $3,500 every 2 weeks. Additional circumstances your employer told the state of Texas that you made over $145,000 last year.
That's
a lot more than
catastrophic things go on in the area.
$3,500 every 2 weeks.
Freezes like happen and stuff like that. Like I said, I can get
let's be honest about it, Mr. Averett. I mean, you testified that you make $3,500 every 2 weeks. The problem is, Mr. Averett, employer told the state of Texas has already you made over $145,000 last year. That's a lot more than Ms. Randall.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot more than $3,500, Mr. Averett. Okay.
Wow.
Well, yes, sir. But like I said, they told me also a letter from our employer. If I needed to show the court what a letter, they would write a letter stating that I don't.
The problem is, Mr. Averett, is that your employer has already told the Attorney General. Well, I completely understand that, Mr. Averett. But I mean, Ms. Randall, those were your wages for the last 12 months. Is what your employer.
Yes, sir. But they told me also that if I needed to show the court a letter, they would write a letter stating that I don't. That don't happen.
I mean, there's no guarantee, Mr. Averett, that you're going to make that kind of money in the future. I get it. Well, I completely understand that, Mr. Averett. But that is the income. Those were your wages for the last 12 months. Is what your employer
based on
told the AG's office, right? I do understand. I do understand, Mr. Averett, that overtime. I mean, there's no guarantee, Mr. Averett, you need to understand that you're going to make that kind of money in the future. I get what it is, and it's what I'm required to set. But that is the income that you had last year, right? You might make in the future, but what you have made in the past.
Yeah, based on overtime, yes.
Okay. I don't have to guess, Mr. Averett, at what you made. I do understand, Mr. Averett. I would have to guess overtime what you're going to make next year. But you need to understand, sir, that your income is what it is, and it's what I'm required to set child support on, not what you think you might make in the future, but what you have made in the past.
2 months of paychecks where I only brought $1,800, $2,000.
I don't have to guess, Mr. Averett, what you made last year. I would have to guess what you're going to make next year.
Take home pay.
Well, Mr. Averett, the only problem with what your paycheck shows is your take home pay is that
so I showed.
You're already paying child support for other children in the state of Louisiana, right?
$1,800, $2,000. State of Texas, $1,600 a month.
The other two children are in the state of Texas too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take home. So you see, that's already coming out of your check. The only problem with what your check for retirement, what your paycheck shows is your take home pay is that you're see all of those things paying child support for other children in the state of Louisiana, right? Except for a computation calculation that I'm supposed to use according to the statute. Oh, the other two children are in the state of Texas too? That's what you're taking home. That doesn't mean what you make. Okay. So you see, that's already coming out of your check. Your income taxes, take money out of your check for retirement and have a whole lot of money taken out of your check every. See all of those things, Mr. Averett. You're not supposed to get credit for it, except for a computation calculation that I'm supposed to use according to the statute.
Only thing I had coming out of my check is 401k, and that was only $300.
Doesn't mean what you make.
That was it. Now I'm about to cut.
You can jack up your income taxes, Mr. Averett.
Everything else is federal tax, Social Security,
a whole lot of money
Medicaid
taken out of your check
dental,
2 weeks.
life insurance for my kids,
tax
medical expenses, vision. That's all that stuff is coming out of my check. Nothing else. Only thing I had coming out of my check is 401k. That was just that $401k. That was it. That's it. I'm about to cut. I mean, that's all thing coming out of my check. I can show you everything else. That's federal tax, Social Security, from anything. Medicaid, taxes, dental, every day, life insurance for my kids, normal person, medical expenses, vision. But what's going to happen if you come out of my check? I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Benefit me. I don't want to be a type person just that little 401k based on the other case that I have as well. If it is, I can show you. I can show you that on paper. There's nothing that I'm hiding and be modified anything.
How much is your child support in the other case?
You know, the normal person do. I pay $700, but what's going to happen if you almost $1,800? I don't know what the outcome is going to be, and $58. I don't want to be sometime a little bit more in arrears based on the other case that I have as well. Those kids. If it is, it's going to be like that. It's going to need to be some modification. It's going to need to be modified.
How much?
The other mother.
How much is your child support? Randall, did you have anything else that you wanted to offer?
I pay $700 and
yes, I had a few questions
almost $1,800 a month. It's $758, sometimes a little bit more than that.
The first question
Every
I had
2 weeks
was,
they come out my check for those kids, for my kids there.
how much monthly is he supposed to be paying?
Miss Randall, did you have anything else that you wanted to offer?
How much monthly? Yes, I had a few questions that I
According
had.
to my calculations, it's $1,435.
Needed answer if it can be answered.
That's what I
the first
calculated.
question I had was, okay, how much monthly is he's supposed to be listening to you and everybody else? How much monthly? He showed me his check stub.
According to my calculations, it's $1,435.
You guys are saying that it's like it's
That's
more,
what I
so it's like
calculated.
I'm like confused right now. Okay.
Miss Randall, let me see if I might be able to explain it to you. I don't guess
I'm listening
when
to
it
you
comes to the
and
numbers.
everybody else.
I just listen to the testimony and then I
showed
base
me
child
his
support
check
on what the
stub,
evidence
so-
is.
But
And
you
the
guys
evidence
are
is
saying that
that Mr.
it's like
Averett
it's more,
earned
so
over
it's like I'm like confused right
$145,000
now.
last year. Miss Randall, while I understand, let me see if I can might be able to explain it that he may not make that much money in the future. I don't guess. I don't have anything numbers. But I just listen to the testimony, what he might make, and then I base child support. I know what he made last year, and I can base child support on what he made last year because that's what's been reported. Earned over $145,000 last year. I can't set child support on what might happen in the future because I don't have make that much money in the future. What the numbers would be. I don't have anything that. But the ability to guess Mr. Averett's child support is not even being. I know what he made last year. I set child support at the number that I set child support on what he made last year. That's what's been reported because he makes more money than that. I'm only going to set child support on the $9,200 a month might happen in the future because I don't have any idea. He actually makes more than that. I don't know where the money goes. That's none of my business. In fact, Mr. Averett's I know his employer reported more money than that last year that I set it at. That's not even the max. So. Because he makes more money than that. I'm only going to say child support on the $9,200 a month. I didn't ask you any more questions from his employer. Please don't interrupt me when I'm talking to Miss Randall. I don't know where the money goes. That's none of my business. Miss Randall, you said that you know his employer reported more money than that last year.
Yes, sir. I had one.
So you saying I make
Mr. Avery?
So you saying I have a question?
Start over.
I didn't ask you any more questions. Please don't interrupt me when I'm talking to Miss Randall.
My family. I have family.
Miss Randall, you said that you wanted to move to Houston. Why do you think you should be allowed to go to Houston?
As well, but the family that I'm closer I have to is out there in Houston. I had one. I would like to be closer and just better be closer to. That's why I wanted to move. My family.
Well, that may be.
I have family.
The problem is that
out there, which I have
Mr.
family out here too, where I'm at as well. But the family that I'm closer.
And if I let you move to Houston, then that's going to have a negative impact on Mr. Averett's ability to spend time with Journey. Because based on his work schedule, he might find it difficult trying to go back and forth. When that may be the child, the problem is all the way to Houston to pick up Mr. Averett is entitled to time with Journey. Yes, so that's the reason why if I let you move to Houston, and that's going to have a negative impact on Mr. Averett's ability to spend time with some great reason for moving based on his work schedule. Somebody he might find it difficult trying to go back and forth or to see the child if he has to go all the way to Houston to pick up somewhere and he needed to move there to go to school. That might be a different story. But just because you need to change the scenery in place, whether it's the right way for you to go or not, exactly what it is, that's not sufficient for me to allow you to move. If you had some great reason for moving to Houston, if somebody had offered you some wonderful job over there, or what if I discounted your child support if you let Miss Randall move to Houston? Would you move there to go to school? That might be a different story. But just because you need to change,
what do you mean by that?
Whether it's the right way for you to go or not, you'd be responsible, Mr. Avery, for driving back and forth to Harris County to see your child. I would give you a discount on the child support based on the fact that you. What if I discounted your child support if you let Miss Randall move to allow that to happen? Would you be agreeable to that?
Yes. What would how much a discount? What do you mean by that? Talking about?
Well, I don't know. You'd be responsible. You want to spend time with Journey. It'd probably be pretty forth to Harris County to see your child. Driving about. I would give you a discount on the child support based on the fact that you would have to Houston she travel. It could be as much as 3 or 4 hours to allow that to happen.
Yes, it is. Yes, what would how much a discount? you're talking about? Because
I don't know. That's something that you think you might be amenable to. You were going to spend time with Journey. It'd probably be pretty substantial since you're going to have to be driving about.
See, the problem is right now
if you live in Port Arthur, depending on what part of Houston she lives to, it could be as much as 3 or 4 hours.
I'm doing this for my daughter.
Yes,
and another thing is too, I don't want to put her dad, which is
that's something that you guys think you might be amenable to.
I don't want to put him in a bind. And I'm doing this so I can have a better life, and my child can have a better life. I don't know if he's gonna for my daughter come down there like just how you guys are saying that he's on the and another thing is too, I don't know if he's gonna do that because her dad it's so much stuff that be going on. I don't want to put him in a bind. It's like too much. I'm doing this so I'm not even sure have a better life that or not. My child can have a better life.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just being honest. I'm not being rude. Come down I don't even know if he's gonna follow how you guys are saying that he's on the first, the fifth.
You're not being
I don't
rude.
know if he's gonna do that because
being honest, and I do appreciate it.
It's so much stuff that be going on.
Okay.
It's like too much. So I'm not even sure if
she's
gonna
almost
do that
3, right?
or not.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being rude. I don't even know if he's gonna follow through with this.
Miss Randall, you're not being rude. You are being honest, and I do appreciate it. Okay? I mean, she's almost 3, right?
Yes, sir. She's almost 3. Her birthday's in August.
Well, you heard the figures, Miss Randall, $1,435. Do you think that's what I said I would set child support at? Well, you heard Mr. Avery said $1,435. Do you think that's what I said I would set child support at? Work something out. Did y'all work out a Did y'all work out a figure for child support?
Yes, but we did work something out. But now that I'm listening, and you guys went over the wages and stuff like that, I mean, like,
Mr. Avery had said something when we got started on the series. Like, he thought you and he had worked something out. Yeah. Did y'all work out a work out a figure for child support?
Yes, sir. So yes, but we did work something out. But now that I'm listening,
I get it.
And you guys went over the wages and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm still like, kind of, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So, yeah.
I get it.
You get it. You get it.
I get it.
Let me see. Yeah.
Mr. Averett, you said that the 2 children that you have with the other lady in Louisiana, she keeps them during the day most of the time, but you have them on a pretty regular basis?
Yes, sir.
And you spend time with them, you see them?
Yes, I've been. Yes, all the time.
And you support them, you give the mother money to support the children? Mr. Averett, you said that the 2 children that you have with the other lady in Louisiana, she keeps them during the day most of the time, but you have
anything
them on
else
a pretty
besides
regular basis?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
And you spend time with them, you see them? Miss Randall.
Yes, I've been.
I'll get with you.
Yes, all the time.
Miss Randall, and you support them, you give the mother money to support the children, make a ruling?
Yes, yes, I do.
I had a few other.
Anything else, Miss Overstreet?
No, Your Honor.
I had a few other questions. Well, not any other questions.
Miss Randall.
So
I'll get with you. I promise.
He
Ms.
does
Randall, is there anything else about this case you think I need to know about before I make a ruling?
Do I have to stay here or like do I have to stay here? I had a few other questions.
Yes, ma'am, you do.
I had a few other questions. Well, not any other questions.
Does that mean are you
He
does. That doesn't mean that you can't travel.
Have visitation, like you know, you can come.
Will live
do I have to stay
in Jefferson
here,
County or a county that touches Jefferson County, unless Mr. Averett agrees to allow you to move, ma'am, you do, or the district judge agrees to allow you to move. That's the problem that you have. Does that mean that when you have a child who's born in this county, Miss Randall, that doesn't mean that you can't travel. That's their rule. Miss Randall, I didn't make it. I'm just one of the judges that enforces county that touches Jefferson County, unless Mr. Averett
Yes, sir.
agrees to allow
I
you to move,
understand.
or the district judge agrees to allow you
I
to move.
had one more question.
That's the problem that you have when you have a child that's born in this county. That's their rule, Miss Randall. I didn't make it. I'm just one of the judges that enforces it. Okay.
The question I had was, sir, I understand. So I have to stay here. I had one more question.
Sure.
Ask for, is he gonna visit her more than what you guys said for him to visit, like the 1st and the 5th and all that?
No, it's going to be in the order that he has visitation as per the standard possession order, Miss Randall.
The question I had was,
and that means
so I have
that
to
Mr.
stay
Averett
here.
would have the 1st, 3rd, and 5th
Are you guys
weekend of
gonna
each month. Every other holiday,
visit
30
her
days
more
in the summer,
than what you
and
guys
then
said for
every
him to
Father's
visit,
Day
like the
weekend.
1st
It
and
amounts
the
to
5th
about
and all that?
40% of the year. No, it's going to be in the order that he has visitation as per the standard possession order, Miss Randall. If I rule that way,
you don't have
and
to.
that means that Mr. Averett would have the 1st. I give him the rights to see the child, Miss Randall, but I can't force him to be a good dad. Every other holiday, 30 days in the summer, and then I can force him to pay the child support. It amounts to about 40% to pay the medical support, but I can't force him to be a good parent.
So he has to.
I don't have that
he have
ability.
to visit
It's
her.
way outside the realm
You
of
don't
what I
have
can
to?
do. I give him the rights to see the child, Miss Randall, but I can't force him to be a good dad. Okay?
Okay. I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am. I can force him to pay the child support,
so
and I can force him to pay the medical support, but I
since
can't force him to be a good parent. I don't have that ability. It's way outside the realm of what I can do. Okay?
Okay. I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
The young lady that I spoke to earlier, she asked me that I want to since I can't move back pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I pick a certain amount of back pay that I would like to do?
No, ma'am.
How
do you think
the young lady that I spoke
that
to
Mr.
earlier, she asked me
Averett
that I
should pay
want
you
to
retroactive child support?
do back pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I pick a certain amount of back pay that I would like to do?
That's not what you said before. You said you didn't want back child support in this case because you didn't think that Mr. Averett could afford it. Retroactive child support. Now you're changing your mind in regards to that? Ms. Brownzito, I don't need any comments from you whatsoever in regards to this case. That's not what you said before. Before you said movements, and you didn't want back child support in this case because you didn't think that Mr. Averett could afford it. Now you're changing your mind in regards to that. Are you saying now that you've changed your mind and you would like some retroactive child support in this case? Ms. Brownzito, I don't need any comments from you whatsoever in regards to this case. If you continue to make facial recognition retroactive child support after you've already said that you didn't want it from my courtroom.
Because
Ms. Randall, are you saying now that you've changed your mind and you would like some retroactive child support in this case?
Because I'm trying to work. Okay, this is why I feel some type of way. Yes, I don't like pulling nothing.
Why do you think now that you should get retroactive child support after you've already said that you didn't want it?
And I'm trying to do what's best for my daughter at the same time. Because I'm working with him and trying to do what's best for Journey. I need him to work with me as well too, because I'm trying to work. Okay, this is why I feel some type of way, and I don't feel like he's working with me right now. He's not saying enough. I need him, and I know he's listening to me. I'm trying to work with him.
Well, I mean, again, Ms. Randall, I don't think that there's anyone in this courtroom that's going to be able to alleviate your fears as far as what
I need him to work with me as well
do in the future. I just. Whether he tells you or doesn't tell you,
and I don't feel like
he's
he's working with me right now. He's not saying enough. I need him, and I know he's listening to me. I need him to say. Yes, sir. I'm aware of that.
Ms. Randall,
I'm aware.
I don't think that there's anyone in this courtroom that's going to be able to alleviate your fears.
Also,
as far as
doing this for my daughter, and I'm also trying to look out.
Whether he tells you or doesn't tell you,
and I need him to look out for me as well too. And I don't feel like he's looking out for me. Like I'm looking out for him. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm aware of that.
Well, it's not always a two-way street, Ms. Randall. That's for sure.
It's not that. It's just that I'm also doing this for my daughter, and I'm also trying to look out as well, and
I
I
speak
need
now,
him to
or-
look out
I
for
was
me
just
as
making
well
sure.
too.
Is that
And
all
I
you
don't
need?
feel like he's looking
Is that
out for
everything
me
that you wanted me to hear,
like
Ms.
I'm looking
Randall?
out for him.
Okay.
Yes, right now at the moment,
Well, it's
yes,
not
sir.
always a two-way
Okay.
street, Ms.
Go ahead,
Randall.
Mr.
That's for
Avery.
sure. Is there anything else you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
Yes, we did talk about. She was going to wait to speak now, or for whatever reason
I was
she
just
done
making
changed her
sure.
mind
Is that all you need? Is that
because
everything
of
that you wanted
the
me to hear,
living
Ms. Randall?
conditions. You know,
Yes, right
she
now at
done
the
waited.
moment,
She
yes,
done
sir.
said she wants the
Okay.
back child
Go
support.
ahead,
I
Mr.
don't,
Avery. Is
God
there anything
forbid,
else
what
you
that's
think
going
I
to
need
be.
to know about this case
But
before I
anyway.
make a ruling?
Yes, Deja has already moved to Houston. We did talk about, and I disagree. She's going to waive the back child support for whatever reason. She done changed her mind
I need to get this
because of
addressed right
the
now.
living
Is that true, Ms.
conditions.
Randall? Have you already
You know,
moved to Houston?
She done waited. She done said she wants the back child support.
I
don't,
haven't,
God
and I
forbid,
have
what
not
that's going to
moved
be.
there.
Ms.
I
Randall,
anyway.
that's a pretty simple question, and it
Deja
only
has
requires a
already
yes
moved
or no
to Houston.
answer. Do you or do you
And I
not
disagree
live
with
in
the
Houston?
fact that I disagree with the
Ms.
fact that she's
Randall,
already.
I need to get this
No, I
addressed
don't.
right now.
I don't
Is
stay
that
there.
true, Ms. Randall?
What
Have
is
you
your
already moved
current
to Houston?
address?
I haven't, and I have not is three.
Ms.
I
Randall,
haven't.
that's a pretty simple question, and it only requires a
Okay,
yes or no answer.
311
Do you
North
or
Vista
do you
Drive.
not live in Houston? And where is that? What city?
Houston, Texas, Harris. No, I don't. I don't stay there.
What is your current address? Is there anything further from the state of Texas?
My current
No, Your Honor.
address is
This overstreet
3.
your case is dismissed. Just give me the city and the
Thank you,
street.
Your Honor.
There will be no
Okay,
child support, there will be no
311
medical support, there will be no
North Vista
visitation,
Drive.
there will be no finding. And where is that? Mr. Averett is the father. The mother has
Houston, Texas, Harris
moved
County.
and changed
Okay.
residences to Harris County.
Thank you, Ms.
And if a
Randall.
new lawsuit
Is there
will have to
anything
be filed
further
in
from
this
the
state
case?
of Texas, have to be filed in Harris
Can-
No,
County.
Your Honor.
Can you
This
Thank
overstreet
you.
your case is dismissed.
Can you repeat that,
Thank you, Your
sir?
Honor.
I've denied
There will be no
the
child
state's
support,
motion,
there
there
will be
no
no
medical support, there will be no visitation, there will be no finding.
child, Ms.
Then
Randall.
Mr. Averett is
You
the
no
father.
longer live
The mother
in
has in Jefferson
moved
County and changed
therefore
residences.
this county
to
no
Harris
longer has
County.
jurisdiction
And
to
if a
hear
new
your
lawsuit
case.
will have to be filed in
Sir,
this
I
case,
stay-
it will have to be
You will
filed
have
in
to have
Harris
it.
County. Ms. Randall,
Can you
Thank
can you
Ms. Randall, you don't get to have all of
can
it.
you repeat that, sir?
You don't get to
denied the
live
state's
where you want to
motion for
live
child support,
in
medical support,
violations of the
visitation, and
laws of
custody of
this
the child,
county.
Ms. Randall.
That I
You no
that I
longer
practice
live
in,
in
that I'm the
Jefferson
judge in, and I'm
County,
one of the judges.
and therefore this county no
But
longer
then
has jurisdiction
move
to
off
hear your
somewhere
case.
else and hope that I'm going to
Sir, I
continue
stay.
to hit Mr.
I
Averett
stay.
for max
Ms.
child
Randall,
support and max
Ms. Randall,
retroactive child
you don't
support.
get to
can't
have all
all
of
of it. So
What
you
I've
don't
just
get to
done,
live where you want to
dismiss
live
the state
in
suit.
violations of the
And if
laws
anyone
of this county.
satisfied with my
That
ruling,
I
you have 3
that I
days
practice
to
in,
appeal.
that I'm the judge,
Appeal
and
must
I'm one
be
of the
in writing,
judges in.
must